Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Shrine of Anubis. If you are new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back and nice to see you again. So, tonight I want to talk to you guys about, of course, Anubis. And does he like music while you are working with him? Now, this is kind of an interesting question slash inquiry that I am sure maybe some of you out there will think about at some point. If you are a music slut like myself, you probably do spell works or card readings, pendulum dowsing, rune castings, or whatever it is that you use for divination. If you do divination or any other type of practice, you may have background music. Now, music can help you in various ways. Music can help you, one, to focus, two, with depression, and to shift your mood, and three, to change the vibration of the room that you are working in. So, some people use music while they do their works, other people don't. It depends on if you are able to focus, if the music helps you to relax, or maybe it just brings you out of focus. And whichever one is fine, because again, we're all different. So if you don't like music while you do your work, that's totally fine. If you do love music in the background while you do your work, that is also perfectly fine. However, for this video, I want to focus on something more specific, which is, of course, Anubis, and whether he likes it when you work with background music or not. Now, based on my personal experience, again, UPG here, unverified personal gnosis, is that he does like it when I put music in the background when I am going to be working with him. And I think the reason why is due to the first two reasons that I gave you. Number one, it helps me focus. And number two, or I think it was number three, it helps to change the vibration of the room where I am working at. So I love having background music for those two reasons. It helps me focus on what I am doing, and also it helps to change the vibration of the room. It makes me feel closer to him. It makes me feel his presence more amplified because I am listening to music related to him. What do I mean by this? Is it songs titled Anubis? In a way, yes. There is this particular song that I came across on accident, which I found out later was actually him communicating with me 10 years ago. It was Anubis by Septic Flesh. And I was having already a series of signs and synchronicities with him, but I was still in denial on whether it was really him communicating with me or not. I was wondering about several things at the time. So my request was very simple. Show yourself. Give me a sign. And one of those signs was that song, which was the last sign that I received that I decided, okay, Anubis does want to work with me. This is really him. So Anubis by Septic Flesh is one of my favorite songs. Also, the song that introduced me to this Greek band, I believe. And I've been a huge fan ever since then. And before I move away from this topic, let me bring the attention back to the main topic here. So Anubis by Septic Flesh is one of the songs that I put in the background when I am about to work with him and while I am working with him. There is also another song also titled Anubis, but by Tad Morose. I am butchering his last name, I am sure. And that is also another song that I tend to have in the background, but I also have a playlist. I believe it is on YouTube or Spotify, I really don't know, where I have specific Middle Eastern songs that I put in the background that I feel suits the vibe of the situation, of the moment, of the working of Anubis, of course. I think it may be on Spotify. And you can take advantage of all these free apps, such as not Pandora, but Spotify, because in Spotify, you can create a playlist where you can save your favorite songs and listen to them. Of course, I would never pay $10 a month just to have no ads and to be able to skip songs. That's what a CD player was for 10 to 15 years ago. I really am showing my age here, but anyways, I digress. There are many ways that you can have these songs collected somewhere where you can use them and listen to them. And of course, YouTube being possibly the main one, because this is where you are watching this from and listening to. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long day. So, whichever app works best for you, do feel free to use it. Collect the songs that you feel like it's a vibrational match to Anubis. This might be black metal, which I do. This may be, I don't know, normal metal or heavy metal. Now, in my experience, Anubis does like those type of heavy music. But in your case, he may like classical music. And again, these are gods and they are unlimited. Imagine if they heard black metal every single time in every single devotee's home or temple or whatever. They're really going to get a little bit bored eventually. So if you are perceiving Anubis differently, whether he is hinting at you to not use music or if he is hinting at you to use music, but it's a different type of music, for example, from my own, feel free to pay attention to your intuition and go with the flow. Because I have seen people on Tumblr, especially back in the day, saying and sharing that he enjoyed classical music. In my case, it was very different. It is unknown if it's because they can pick up on our tastes, although not really, because I had a friend back then that she was his devotee and she hated country music. And no offense to those of you who like country music, but I fucking hate it too. I don't like country music at all. So in her case, Anubis started showing her, leading her to songs that were country music. And I remember when she was freaking out one day on me, telling me, oh my God, he likes country music. He wants me to play him country music and blah, blah, blah. And I found it so hilarious. So you might get a suggestion that you may not necessarily like, but that's simply how they are. So I think that disproves my theory of them pointing us to music based on our taste because of this tiny story of this friend of mine. She did not like country music, but he did, and he wanted her to play him some songs, country-based songs. So, whatever it is that you are picking up on, feel free to follow your intuition and see how it goes. If you are still unsure on what he may like to listen to while you work with him, do explore different types of music and see which one you feel like a tug on your heart. No pun intended. Tune in and perceive what calls you more. And I know it's super late in this video. I apologize for the mess. I've been kind of doing readings and I've been drinking also some soda. But that's too late for that warning. Anyways, so I invite you to explore different types of music. Start with the type of music that you enjoy. Play it when you meditate with him or do a spell working with him. If you're going to invite him to your space because you have an offering for him. Whenever you decide to connect to Anubis, put some music that you enjoy and then tune into the energy of the room or place that you are in and see if you get a hint, a nudge, a reaction, an impression, a vibe, or something else. And you might be able to find out whether he likes it or not. So, I will leave you with that. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let me know down below in the comments section if you feel that Anubis likes certain type of music in your case. Share your experience with me. Does he like to listen to music when you work with him or not? What type of music has he asked you to play in the background when you work with him? And again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click on the bell button and click on see all so that you can get all the notifications of all the future uploads that I will be making on this channel. So, thank you so much for watching and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.